For most threes in a single game. Amazing.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense. I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Milwaukee has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Antetokounmpo finds Herter to the middle. Here's Lillard. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Hey, it's obvious what they discussed at halftime. Let's pound it inside until they stop us.
The Clippers making a switch here. Teague's checked in. Well, the final minute of a game can take up to 20 minutes of real time or longer. Is that something the league needs to look at, Doris?
You know, B.A., I think they've already tried to do that. They've already changed some of the timeout situations. Some of the reviews come directly from Secaucus while game action is going on. The fact of the matter is there will always be strategy implementation late game that's going to extend the duration. I think the league has already addressed it to the degree they can.
The Clippers shooting has been unreal. 64% from the floor. Here's Baller. Count it.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Inside, here's Jackson. Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
The Clippers shooting 55% since the start of the fourth. Here's Okeke driving to the basket, banked it in off the glass. Okeke's got his first points of the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Jackson against Reddish. Antetokounmpo outside. Clock at 4. Three-pointer, no good.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between. And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Clippers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this team is something else. 64 wins. These guys have had quite the year.
Only a 2-game series, and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Baller.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
And it's Antetokounmpo off the drive. Second shot opportunity. Jackson for 3. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
He kicks it out, takes advantage of the open space. That'll leave a defense scrambling.
Van Vliet, the pass to Okeke. Here's Baller. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Antetokounmpo with it. Van Vliet covering. Another one falls. Amazing.
Never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's good. Another from 3.
And that is a 3 that will put him in the record books.
Oh, an historic performance by an historic shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had. Lillard finds Herter. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
Shot is up. That one rolls around and rims out. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
kind of favors half round, well, plus, if you watch and practice it, start
well, there's been some talk in the last year that he was overanalyzing defense. Honestly, I concur to an extent. It is a strange position to take as an analyst, but there were a lot of lineup changes.
Road trip, baby. Let's get off to a good start.
MP.
What's good, MP? Time to do what you do, baby.
Put me on top, city on lock, they like when he gon' drop. We ain't had enough, speaking down, but they know who coming up. And I'm still on my way. But the top don't look too far from me. Never caught off, not one too far from me. Never caught off, not one day.
Never caught up, no way.
But I'm still on my way.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Here are the five for the Clippers. We've got Doncic. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Baller. Then there's Christie, and it's Zubats in at the five. And for the Timberwolves, the wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniel. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with James Wiseman, and it's Smart in at point guard. Well, Steve, there shouldn't be any shortage of scoring in this game. Both teams feature high-powered offensive attacks.
And given how potent each offense can be, defense will be just as important. We know these teams can score. Now we'll see who has the advantage defending.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Christie against Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. They get it back. Doncic with the block. Pushing it up. And good, the three-point shot, good from Baller. Baller's got the opening field goal of the game for the Clippers. Edwards looking it over. Now Wiseman. Boy, he just disappeared against Cleveland. They needed him. Edwards passes to Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Passes to Christie. Here's Baller. And another three for the Clippers.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside Edwards. McDaniels finds Smart. Wiseman sets a screen for Smart. Back to McDaniel. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Over to the left wing. Baller. A three-pointer off the mark. Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Feeds it to McDaniels. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
And there's the pass to Baller. Over Towns. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Baller's got 8 points. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Trailing by 2. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
It was a sizable loss, and it was mostly due to their awful passing and ball control. They just need to use better judgment in this game.
Steve, this current Clippers group, they're changing the identity of this franchise.
Hey, Kevin, you know this. For a long time, they couldn't get right, winning just one playoff series during their first 27 seasons in L.A. Now the Clippers expect to make postseason runs.
Now Smart, after the missed three from Baller. It's Smart with the drive. And slam dunk by Smart.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now here's Leonard. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Baller misses. Here's McDaniels at the tip. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Wiseman's got his second bucket of the night.
You just can't teach size and length, and Wiseman beats everyone to the ball for that second chance opportunity. Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Edwards kicks to Towns, shoots the three. The Clippers grab the miss. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
You know, I love what the coaches did tonight. They pushed the right buttons time and time again.
Here's Baller, and again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
Edwards against Christie. There's the triple. Denied for the third time. He's 0 for 3. Here's Baller. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Timberwolves trail by 9. Smart with the ball. 8 points his last outing. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's rebounded by Doncic.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Got that one up quick. 22 points for Baller.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Bad outing offensively. You break that game down, their issues were pretty clear.
You know, it started off poor execution at the top of the list for me, and that typically leads to a low field goal percentage.
Here's Towns. Scoreless thus far. Edwards dishes to Smart. Towns for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
It really is something else to watch a guy like Towns shoot from that far out.
Here's Baller. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Timberwolves trail by 12. Smart kicks to Towns. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Wow. Towns saying, hey, I can go there too.
And it's the Clippers ball. They're on a 15-6 run.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. Back to Smart. Doncic with the block.
The anticipation is there for Luka on defense.
Los Angeles on D, leading by 12. Here's Edwards. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
And great strength and body control from Edwards. Able to finish through the contact.
Yep, it's good. And another three from Baller. Baller's got 31 points.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Edwards against Christie. Here's Smart. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Baller passes to Doncic. Here's Baller. Shoots over Towns. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Yeah. We're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Now here's Edwards. He's coming off a 31-point game against Cleveland. He gets that one.
Oh, what a feed right there. Towns' vision is really off the charts.
Clippers leading by 13. Here's Baller. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Doncic against Smart. Pass to Edwards for the 3. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 5th assist in this one.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Smart kicks to McDaniels. Here's Edwards. And the rejection by Zubac.
Great awareness on defense there. Zubac relishes blocking shots.
Here's Baller. And another 3 for the Clippers. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
They are making a statement so far on the defensive end, sending shots away in incredible fashion. Loving the hustle.
And also,
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th rebound in this one. They've got Miller. Rudy Gobert is out there with Pokusevski. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Allen in at the 2. So that's the Timberwolves 5. There's a good screen. And here's Edwards from the arc. The rebound by Medu.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Out left to the wing. Here's Baller. Connects again from distance.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've ever seen better 3-point shooting than what we're witnessing here tonight.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for 3-point shots made. Fires for 3, and again for 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Baller in that last game against Milwaukee was outstanding. He scored an amazing number of points, and as you may have guessed with him, a lot of those were on the 3-ball. Some really gaudy numbers for him. A show for the ages. We'll see if he has an encore tonight. Guys?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
And that's what every player has control of, his level of activity. It allows you to impact the game even if the shot isn't falling.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into easy points.
Here's Baller. Connects again from distance.
He is unstoppable here. Hits again from beyond the arc.
What a historic night for him. Shooting the ball, he now stands, GA, by himself for third place in most threes all time. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That will complete this 4-game homestand. To stop the run, the Timberwolves again can't hit.
Trying to get his man back for the last 3. It helps to not make this personal.
Baller from outside off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now here's Allen. 12 points his last outing. It's Miller on the wing. Pass to Pokusevski. Shot clock at 5. Allen for the 3. The rebound by Medu. Clippers shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And good, he hits it again.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Edwards against Van Vliet. Up top, Edwards. 7 points in the game.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it work.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Passes it to Pokusevski. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Here's Baller. Hits it again. Wow.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Gobert against Doncic. Now the pass to Allen. Miller outside. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Here's Edwards. Good. And Miller gets the assist. 9 points for Anthony Edwards.
Man, that's what they're looking for from Edwards. Scoring from all areas of the court, even mid-range, keeps the defense honest. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Stolen by Van Vliet. And here's the fast break. Jacks up a 3. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today. And something a lot of people notice about Fred VanVleet are his instincts with the ball.
GA, he's got a sixth sense for how to run the offense, seeing when and where to move the ball in order to create quality looks for his guys.
Here's Baller, and again another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Allen surveying the D. Pass to Miller. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. Back to Miller. To halt the run, it's good from long range. Miller's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Here's Baller. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Miller outside. That 3 off the mark. The Clippers shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. Back to Doncic. Inside. Baller, that's good.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Timberwolves shooting 39% from the floor. At their best. Miller kicks to Gobert. kicks it out to Allen. Sinks the triple. Allen's got 6 points.
Oh, nice read there from Edwards. He's all for sharing the wealth.
Allen's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land. Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Doncic. Right wing. Here's Baller. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Doncic against Allen. Pass to Pokusevski. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. But Van Vliet picks one up. And coming down the back 9 of the NBA season, Steve, the second half. What are the contending teams most focused on at this point of the year?
It's about keeping their rhythm, adding a little bit more each day, maintaining health. You want to be ready to go once the playoffs arrive. That's the big thing, though, rhythm.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. James Wiseman, he's checked in for Gobert. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Miller. McDaniels, he's checked in for Allen. And Smart subbed in for Edwards.
Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to will his team to victory.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
There's the pass to Pokusevski. Smart wide open, he fires. Wiseman, an easy 2 points on the layup. Wiseman's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Oh, you can't fault the defense there. Wiseman just making a tough shot. How about the confidence?
Got that bucket in no time at all.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
McDaniels passes to Smart. Here's Wiseman. And the rejection by Zubats. Wiseman no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Baller. Good! Another from 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for 2nd for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep.
And nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
It's his first trip to the line. The Timberwolves making a change here. Allen's checked in, and good on the second, so he makes them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Baller misses. And it's Smart with the ball for the Timberwolves. Now the dish to Wiseman. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Elbow shot. That one doesn't go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Smart against Doncic. Wiseman sets a screen for Smart. To the paint. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubats has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
He has gone ice cold this quarter, obviously not helping their cause.
Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And Allen drops them both. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Los Angeles on top, opening up a huge gap. We'll see you back here after the break for 3rd quarter basketball.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race.
Each guy brings something different to the table. This is a competitive field, but I think we're starting to get a clear picture of who's the top. Get it, top dog?
Man, I think we're thinking the same thing, Shaq.
Shifting focus now to that first half we just watched. A grueling game so far for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Thanks for spending half.
second half upon us. We'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Baller having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that.
And again for three.
There it is, a shot that puts him at the top of the record books.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Rudy Gobert is a fierce competitor. He says the average fan might not understand what I bring to the...
Connects again from distance.
And that is a three that will put him in the record books.
A historic performance by a historically good shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had. Here is Edwards. To the inside. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Edwards. And that's 12 points for Karl Anthony Towns. LA's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Pass to Christie. Here's Baller. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Smart passes to Edwards. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
You know, Steve, the last couple years, league-wide, scoring is way up for teams, but also for individual players. What's your read on that?
Well, I think from the scoring situation, defense is totally different than when we played. It's more free-flowing. Also, the three-point shot, they're taking way more three-point shots. Long rebounds, they have fast break, more fast break and transition points. But it all comes down to shooting a three. More threes mean more points. Even though that one didn't go down, I like the offensive game plan here. 3 for 4 coming out of the break.
Back to Towns. Here's Smart. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Smart's got 7.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please, that's terrible.
Baller tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Over to the wing. Towns wide open. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And how about the game from Towns? The combination of that height and shooting, probably unmatched in the NBA.
And the rejection by Zubac.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit. Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Doncic against Smart. For 3, Edwards. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Another bucket. Wow. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Pass to Towns. And that one is good. Towns has got 7 points for the quarter.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And it's Smart with the ball for the Timberwolves. He kicks to Towns. Offline with his 3. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Baller, that's good.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Smart against Doncic. That's a 2 from Towns. Here's Wiseman. And finished off by Wiseman.
Oh, that's a big man move by Wiseman. Roughing up the D with that emphatic finish.
Baller misses. Timberwolves have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Smart deciding where to go with it. Towns a screen on Christie. Edwards kicks to Towns. Here's Smart, just 5 on the clock. The shot, no good. Nice D from Doncic. Ball and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Great dime from Zubac. He understands when he should look to give it up.
Passes it to Smart. Left side, Towns. His three-pointers off the mark. LA's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. To the right side. Baller misses. The Timberwolves shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Smart kicks to Towns, takes a 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Doncic has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with the nice feed.
Here is Edwards. 13 points in the game. Down low. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. The pass to Wiseman. He dishes it to Edwards. And there's the drive. And it goes down 2 points. Edwards got 17 now.
Well, you see the size and the strength and that ability inside. Edwards can play like a power forward at times. And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Outside, Smart launches it. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Top of the key, Wiseman. Back to Smart. Pass to Wiseman. And the rejection by Zubac.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
So, Smitty, here we are. Between your TV, your smartphone, your tablet, you can watch any NBA game anytime you want to.
Kevin, it's awesome. The ability to watch multiple games at once is really great for fans. And, hey, we're all fans first and foremost.
Allen's checked in for McDaniels. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Medu, he's checked in for Zubac. Okeke comes in for Leonard. Teague, he's checked in for Christie. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Doncic.
Wow, look at the release. Towns with a quick trigger.
Baller, that's good.
And he's starting to... show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Minnesota's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Outside Edwards. The 3. Wiseman. The rebound by Medu. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
He's heady. He's unselfish. All VanVleet does is make winning plays.
Here's Edwards. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Wiseman sets a screen for Allen. Out to Edwards. Edwards with another miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Baller, that's good.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
It's Edwards on the wing. Teague covering. Wiseman finds Edwards. Back to Wiseman. Shot clock at 6. And his offensive struggles continue.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Takes the 3, and he nails the 3. Nice shot from beyond the arc there from Baller.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Smart misses.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they maintain their focus.
Towns, a screen on Van Vliet. Looking to end the run, and it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. It's been all Clippers. To the middle. Here's Baller. And another one!
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Minnesota making some changes. Gobert, he's checked in for Wiseman. Miller comes in for Edwards. And it's Terrence Davis in for Smart. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Reddish, he's checked in for Okeke. Miller with a screen on Van Vliet. Davis with it. And it's Reddish picking him up. The Clippers grab the miss. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. And their journey is just getting started. That'll be the second of 7 straight on the road. Pass to Medu. Here's Baller. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
Love the unselfishness. Not only can Cam create for himself, he can also create for others.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Teague. Teague's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Towns for 3. That shot, no good. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Clippers. Baller misses.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Teague against Davis. Passes it to Towns. They could use a bucket. No good. Nice D from Baller. Puts up a 3. And Davis pulls it down. The Timberwolves shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Allen outside. The pass to Towns. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Pass to Baller. Lets the 3 fly. And good! There's another. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Towns for 3. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's Los Angeles, able to put on a show for the ages. Their defense has been active and effective. Back right after this.
Let's keep it up.
And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. They've got Pokusevski. Allen is out there with Edwards. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Davis in at the small forward spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. That one goes in.
Nothing went right on that offensive possession except the result.
Van Vliet against Edwards. Van Vliet passes to Reddish. We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these 2 games.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Miller's checked in for Davis, and Smart subbed in for Grayson Allen. The Clippers also changing it up. Baller, he's checked in for Omer Yurtseven. And Martin subbed in for T.
If I was still playing, I would love to play with Fred VanVleet as my point guard. Fred keeps all of his teammates involved.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Has to Gobert. Back to Smart. Shoots over Van Vliet. Smart misses.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
Baller misses. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Outside, Smart. Gobert with a screen for Smart. Another miss by Minnesota.
Oof, rough game offensively. He's really struggled and really probably why they're trailing. And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Back to Miller. Smart up top. Passes it to Pokusevski. 4 on the shot clock. Edwards drawing the double team. Gobert. Out to Miller. Another miss by Minnesota.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
And the pass to Smart. So, Steve, you were drafted by the Heat, a young expansion team at the time down in Miami. But if you had to choose, which city would you give an expansion team to right now?
I think Seattle and Las Vegas are at the top of everyone's list. San Diego would be nice because I love to travel there. I love when Vancouver had a team. How about bringing that team back, Kevin? Good communication, then Martin recognizing and making a great pass.
Miller, the pass to Gobert. Kicks to Edwards. Will it go? The shot that time, not on target. It's been all Clippers. Here's Baller. Finished off the break. Baller's got 4 points this quarter.
I like how Reddish just keeps his head up and finds the right guy to give it to him. Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Edwards. For 3. Offensive rebound. Outside for Smart. Good on the triple.
How about the pass from Gobert, scanning the floor well and spotting his open teammate.
LA has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
for Minnesota. They've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. It's Edwards on the wing, guarded by Reddish. Shots good by Miller.
And I like that. Edwards comes off the pick, keeps his options open, and then just makes the right read.
Here's Baller. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
Anytime you get an opportunity to show off a little bit, you have to take it.
Gobert dishes to Edwards. No good with the triple.
Man, at what point do you blame the play calling?
Again, what an avalanche!
And he's been out of this world tonight. Unreal offensively.
The points just keep adding up. Close to the fourth most points ever in an NBA game. Van Vliet against Smart. Miller with a screen on Van Vliet. Pulls from the top of the key. Smart misses. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 17-7 run. Connects again.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise record in scoring.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history to boot. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Clippers?
What I love, and the coaching staff has to love, is the defense. They've really brought the energy with all these blocks we've seen in this one.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Towns kicks to Edwards. Pass to Wiseman. Another miss by Minnesota. Clippers have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth exact. And got it! Another basket.
And he's now tied for the fourth most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss. McDaniels passes to Wiseman. Plays it up and banks it in.
And just wait until Wiseman has time to develop his moves, which are still somewhat raw at this stage.
And another one falls. Amazing.
And incredible. Never thought we'd see another player score this much.
I mean, it feels surreal, doesn't it? That score puts him tied for the second most points in an NBA game. What a historic night. Smart with the ball, and it's Martin picking him up. Smart misses. Los Angeles has gone into a funk from down. He got it again! Sensational!
And that score puts him even. A night I never thought we'd see.
He's now tied point for point with the record. One more score. He'll be all alone at the top of the record books. GA, a moment nobody thought they'd ever see. Off the inbound, and Towns throws it down.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy ones.
Down low. Here's Baller. And again.
Kevin, I'm in disbelief. He set a new all-time record for scoring in a single game.
Well, Greg, a record that was for so long thought.
And even in hostile territory, the fans have to respect what he's done here tonight.
You know, Greg, he's filling it up and giving them their money's worth with his terrific performance.
The amount of points he's generating tonight is absolutely incredible. We are blessed to be witnessing this.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Towns. All right, the NBA already has a team in Canada, a G League team in Mexico. Could we see a team in Europe, you think, Steve?
Kevin, we've had games in Paris, London recently. It'd be really hard travel-wise on these guys, flying all the way over to Europe.
To the inside, Smart. Here's Wiseman. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket. Wiseman's got 4 points this quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Clippers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they want it.
In what's really been a fantastic year, these guys expect to win each night just as they've done here tonight. And this will end up another big win, making it 65 on the season.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Baller.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Nailed from three-point land.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Towns, the pass to McDaniels. And Smart now atop the key. And finished off by Wiseman.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Baller misses. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. From deep. Here's Wiseman. Drops in the layup for 2.
Oh, fantastic job by Wiseman to just stick with it, not let the contact disrupt him. Totally focused on the rim.
And here's Smart. Passes to Wiseman. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking.